Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Encore une fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas bloqué nous. Quand il va Sylvie, il a quoi qui j'ai vous payé presse. L'Amérique n'a pas bloqué. T'as mon bien de moi avec moi nous deux. En somme on va battre au moins néo. Mon temps dit est à nous ça va bien faire moi dit toi. Mais là le caillou. Quand on soit du loin. Allez. Voyez. Battu au loin. Yao, abela lokeyo, bibito jobai, bibito noba, artiste mo feyo. Manager Gigi, ouais t'es jamais forcé ou, si tu connais, tu connais. L'animateur Choco Noska Yassin de Toyebi, l'homme a tout fait pour Mivito, Aniché les deux. C'est moi, Dieu. Attends, nous, yon bébé. Pété, mon temps, nous, bâtio. Mon adèle, yo. Well, no, again. Adieu, dans your summer, they put a bayon. Oh, me. Parce qu'il est causé double. Demain, mon away, Amunda weja ogenda o, obati amunda weja ogenda, oskide kozi do na lo e. Memo ogenda o, abela we moro. Ode abati o. Si obati o mo ogenda o, we tell you when ti ade. Daliko, ye daliko. Sili le di ogenda o.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Paparito. Give me a mini here. Give me a mini. Again, folks, Samson to Labra Padrino. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in this evening. We said thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh my goodness. And I'm hearing myself already. Okay. So please bear with us here. Okay. And yeah, I'm hearing myself already. Okay. So that's what we have. That's what we have. The Samson to Labropa Radio. Again, folks, I want to thank all of you again for tuning in to Labropa Radio this evening. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be here with you. We're very glad, happy to have you here tonight. Please share this video to as many people as possible. And we're going to try to change gear here right before your own eyes. And I hope that I'm going to be able to do that. But let me see. And let's see here. Let's see. Okay. I hope it's gonna work. I hope it's gonna work. But let me see here. Check this out. Okay. So I hope it's gonna work. My son left this thing here for me, so I hope it's gonna work. I hope it's still working. Let me see. Okay. So let me listen to myself and see if I'm still. I'm not too sure if I'm audible, guys, but we'll find that out. If it's working, because I like it, my son left it for me for going back on his days. So please let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, is it working? Is it working? We don't know. We don't know yet. I'm listening to it. Just bear with me. I hope it's working. I hope that we're in business. Look like we're in business. I'll check that one out later. Yeah. Well, thank you. Let's check it out now to see if it's still working. Let's see. Folks, Samson to Labra Padrino. I'm also giving you the opportunity to share to as many people as possible here tonight. Please share this video to as many people as possible, if you don't mind. We hope we're back on air. If not, we look for our own trouble tonight. So we'll try to fix it. Okay, let's see now. Let's see. I hope. Okay. Okay, we're back in air. We're back on air. We're back. Okay. All right. So that's that. Thank you for your patience. I know I can. Only you guys that I can come here so make a fool out of myself, and with no regret of doing so because you're my brothers and sisters. So I can come out here and make a fool out of myself. Again, we want to thank you very much. Please share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. Please share it. Just tell her Samson to just make a fool out of himself. thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Again, this is Samson to La Bropa Burrito. Conversation with Samson to is here. We've been doing this thing now. I think Alfonso, we need to encourage Alfonso to put some kind of party. Let her party for me. I've been doing this thing here going to almost 16 years. You need to have some kind of a party for me. I've been opening my mouth here on the La Bropa Burrito business for a very long time. We need to have party for me. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening as we come before you, my God. We are humble to be before you tonight. We are grateful to be before you tonight. We say thank you for everything, my Lord. Because of you, we are here. Thank you. Thank you. You, the only light that can shine in darkness. The only light. The only light we know from the days of Told Town. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my family. Thank you for the family all over. Thank you for my sisters and brothers. Thank you for everyone, my Lord. Thank you for everything. Thank you. My Lord, we ask again, as we come before you tonight to discuss all things Liberia, we ask that you control our thoughts. Come in, guide it. Whatever comes out of our mouth tonight must be of a decent proposal. I'm a man just like any other person. I have jealousy, I have envious in me. But tonight, my Lord, as I speak on this platform tonight, I ask that those jealousy and envious be taken out of me. I want to thank you for that ability. I want to thank you for that opportunity. I want to thank you for all the opportunity, even to be here on the platform with my brothers and sisters. Thank you for that opportunity. We're not taking it for granted. We know we have to work for it by just kneeling before you every night, praying to you, thanking you, and making sure people know who you are. For those brothers and sisters that don't know Jesus Christ, come to Jesus Christ. So, Savior, He will save you. My Lord, we ask again to bless the Republic of Liberia. We ask that you bless the people of the Republic of Liberia. My Lord, we ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America. Bless the President of the Republic of Liberia. Give him long life. Whatever he touches, let it be open. Whatever door he knocks, let it be open, my Lord. Yes, thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks. You can sing your own. Gideon, we give me baby juice here. A baby juice I come and drink tonight. The tabata I come and tell you, not small thing. Not small thing. Thank you, guys. No, seriously, we have it's been some serious stuff. I've been thinking lately. I hope Jerry will join me from Liberia tonight, but it's kind of late over there. I've been seriously thinking lately about our country and our own behavior as citizens of the Republic of Liberia. Okay, it's very um, telling. It's very, if you study us as Liberian, I'm not a human study, somebody who study human being or whatever you want to call it. I'm not. So I'm not, but the way we behave, for me as Liberian, I think I'm in a unique position because I've seen a lot, and I'll start from that perspective. I will continue to remind those of you that want to listen, please do so. If you don't want to, you can just excuse yourself. But I will continue to give my own personal experience about Liberia. give my own personal experience of what I know and what I've learned about Liberia and Liberia. Within the last, I'm only 25 years old. Here come my juice. Here come my baby juice. I know the mom will get vexed. Don't tell her. Here come the baby juice. Mm. Ah, baby juice. Tabata now open. Baby juice. I'm a granddaughter juice. Y'all go sue me. Oh, sweet juice. So they were drinking the baby juice. But today I decided to put it in a glass. You see, because when I start using the bottle, Francis drinking, I said that baby bottle I drinking from. So I decided to put in the baby in the glass. But no, on a very serious note, I just feel like drinking something sweet a little bit. But on a very serious note, Achiba, that your mom older brother here, don't put your mom in. That your mom older brother and the only older child for your grandpa. So don't put your mom in. See, that my son. My little sister's son. But anyhow, let me go on. So I was born in a village of Toad Town. Not too far between Bogor Town and Toad Town. They call the place Chloe. Not too far from there. I was born on a farm, no hospital business. My mom, when she read to tell me the story, said I was born, and for some reason I rolled on the. Yes, yeah, Archibald, you're right. I rolled on the bench, you know. But anyhow, just to tell you, growing up, I had no clue where hospital was, none whatsoever. The only time when I was growing up in Total that I knew something about hospital business when they took us for Google Boys. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna narrate that because there are some people in Philadelphia that finish scared like nothing else. And then when they took us, I never see a grown man cry like that. Calling all a grandpa, a grandma, then they can't help him. They just think of it. He's in Philadelphia now. Grown man, got grandchildren, all. But anyway, that's besides the point. So that was the only time I knew something about hospital or something like that. And then the real time that I really get to experience what a hospital is supposed. There was a guy in Town. He went hunting with another his brother-in-law. They went hunting. Where they call the place? They call it Congo. They call the place where it's not too far from Ivory Coast, but where 1 or 2 days walk. And one night they were coming back now, and the guy slipped, and his gun, the single barrel, went off, hit his knee, almost severs his legs. So he told his brother-in-law, "Go and tell my brothers and relatives that I've been shot, and then they will come, they will help you. You will come and get me." Long walking. So the guy said, if I go over there, being a brother-in-law, if I tell the town people I'm not from the town, that you got shot, they will beat me. He said, no, they will not touch you. Of course, when the guy came, the men, I was little, but I knew I was there. The men that wanted to tear him apart. Because this guy that got shot, he's not somebody slice. He's one of the community leader, of course. They wanted to tear him apart, but the older folks in the area say, if this man, if he were to shoot somebody after shooting your brother, he shot his brother. If he didn't want you guys to know, he would have taken the back road, go through Pai, and go through Kayachoso and go all the way to Bogota area and go to back to Town. You're not go there. So my father and everybody, they brought him to town, and they took him to the hospital that night. And the hospital was able to stop the bleeding, but his leg was severed, of course. So they took him to Tabata. Tabata couldn't do much. They took him to Ganta. That's where they cut his foot. Another serious one that I saw. There was a guy that went hunting, and when he went, he had set his trap, and his trap had caught a leopard. So when that happened, the one that the leopard behaved like he was dead. So he shot the leopard, but what happened was how do you call it, the snag that had the leopard hand got cut. So the leopard behaved like it was dead. So the guy went, turned the leopard around, the leopard was like dead. So the guy started coming back. The leopard got up and went over the tree. Now this log, this guy had to go underneath the log to be able to go come home and tell the family. The guy went underneath the leopard when they grabbed him. He and the leopard fought. The leopard messed him up. I saw him with my eyes. The leopard messed him up. No teeth in his mouth. So what he said he did was he put his left hand in the leopard mouth, and so he keep dragging himself to his gun. So every time the leopard wanted to chew, he put his hand by and said, "Leopard, keep chew." I saw his hand myself. Leopard chewed in there. So, but anyway, he was able to kill the leopard. He came, they took him to the hospital that night, to the clinic. They call it boy clinic. Why am I going through all these? Town was the chiefdom, the chiefdom seat of Biai chiefdom. Now, Biai chiefdom composed of, at the time, I don't know now, but it composed of Biai Tawe, Biai Choson, Boko Town, Chiga, I call it Seniway, Twebdi, Blomley, Pecan, and a few other towns. Nico, what's somebody most, so, but more than 10, 15 towns, big towns. But Town was the chiefdom where they have the parliament chief. Yeah. Who told? I know that my sister told you. I know that my sister told you because you are not my sister a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Nyangwe, they call it Nyangwe. You see, my son. It's a story in town, in total. Everybody know about it. Okay. Yes, bring aboard, my brother. Why you bringing all that tea on them? Let me. You people myself enjoy the time to know. Yeah, tonight is a storytelling business. But I will go deeper into it. Later on, when I tell you the background, then I come back to it. So my son just named it. They call him Nyangwe. Nyangwe from Bogota, but he lives in going to what's the town? The other small town. Okay, I think I get the town say. But anyhow, so they brought the leopard to town. They brought him to town, treated him, but he was never the same until he passed. He was never the same. He was beat up completely. Total, like I said, was a chiefdom seat of the chiefdom. You have Parliament chief there. The clan chief used to be in Biaya Tawe. Okay, so what they used to do. Now this is a small clinic in Total, just near almost 15 towns. No other place have clinic except Total. And the clinic most of the time don't even have medicine. None whatsoever. Okay. But there's the chief, the people tax time, they go and collect $10 a house for over 15 towns. If you estimate that amount, $10 a house, let's just say, let me do it now that I'm a little bit older now. Let's try this. Let's just say each town has maybe 200-300 houses. Okay, let's give it 200 houses. So each town, say 200, some of them bigger. So you're talking they're not generating less than 2,000. Back in the days, what was it when I started my IOP was around 60 when I was like 4 or 5 years old, 60 something. I'm gonna tell you something before you know my age. But anyway, just say back in the days, the money $2,000. So those towns, okay, just say that's the average because I'm sure they collected more than that. Times 620, okay, $40,000 those days. And Topman told us he spent $10 million to build an executive mansion. No, is that 100 million? No, he didn't spend 100 million. He said $10 million. I think I believe $10 million. Somebody can. If I'm wrong, that's fine. But I'm trying to tell you. So they collect just in the BI Chieftain area. They're collecting more than $50,000 a year. Multiply that by the amount of chiefdom in Grand Jida County. Okay? Multiply that. So those days, easily could collect from Grand Jida over $1 million. Okay? Yeah. I will reward you when I come home. Okay? Over $1 million. From each county, 100. So those days, how many counties they have? I think it was 9 counties then, but 5 territories or something. Who cares? But overall, the indigenous from the countryside, they were giving more money. Firestone were giving money. Lamco was giving money. Bond Mine was giving money. I'm not going to count the companies that are in Monrovia because that they are pepper bush. We can't even talk about it. Before you go to school those days, you got to stay with somebody. You stay with somebody. Imagine in Town, it's elementary school. So when you finish Town, the only high school is Zwedru. They don't have high school on those days. They don't have high school anywhere else. They got junior high in Town, or high school. So when you finish, you can go to Town. And from Town to Town, driving is about 30-minute driving. Walking is about a day or so. You go to Town, you don't have no relatives over there. You're going to have to take a small bag of rice and cook for yourself. 1 cup of rice a day to go to school. If you don't want to do that, you want to go to school in Monterey, you got to live with somebody. What you know? What there's sometimes I can be wondering what really happened to us. People used to carry timber 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Your liberal experience, all kind of thing. Carry timber from the house. Because before the people who own the house get out, that timber must be cleared out to go to school. To go to school. Other people had it worse than me. Other people left the countryside, came to Monrovia to go to school. They can't make it. So let's go back in the countryside. Don't worry about it, Mr. Soul. Just don't show up. You show up, you have to listen to my story. I told you I'm drinking baby juice so that tabata. So, in total, if you pay taxes, that taxes money, the money they collected in total transfer to the Supreme. And here's the interesting thing. The district commissioner, you're not from Grand Jida, they're not crown man. District commissioner, when I was there, when district commissioner then used to ride on people's bike. God, those days when you walk in it, I saw plenty of it. I saw it in Yabo. But plenty those days when it rained, the district commissioner don't want to walk in the water, so they put him on their bike or they put him on that thing they call a kruba. I don't know the English name, hammock or whatever you call it. Carry that across. But the district commissioner is let down. He was not, they call him Benson. He was not crime, man. What was he there to collect money? When he collects the money, he send it to Zwedru. Zwedru's taking. And here's the interesting thing. The whole time you never heard people in Zwedru say, we're taking our own. Or the central government in Monrovia will send back money. Tubman used to do something. When I started growing up in Monrovia, then I started following these things little by little. Tubman used to do something that was very unique. For development, he would say he wanted to carry his birthday from a county to another. So when they're going for his birthday, he would have to build a county building where he would have his birthday. One of them is Zwedru still. 1968. How old was it? I was schoolboy. No, cow scar. I was nowhere, man. Nowhere. It's cow scar. But I was holding my own. I never used to cry. I would cry for a while. I thought I was a man, but I got nothing to offer. So people will come and pay taxes. And if you don't pay your money, if you don't pay the taxes, they tie you up like a hog. Liberian treating Liberian because they didn't pay taxes. They tie you like I'm telling you, some of you tonight, reason why we went to war, and not just because President Dozie are not leaving power. I'm telling you right now, so you will understand it. Okay? So the people will come and collect taxes. Nothing. When you're traveling from Grand Gita to Monrovia, they got gate. Not your midnight gate, they got police collecting money. No. They got gate those days. One of the bad gate was in Glory in Nima County. Another one was in the one that I know about. One was in Glory Gate, and then the other one, they call it Kissy Boy. You know what that is? Carisburg. But they call it Kissy Boy Gate. Samson too. If you pay your taxes, they give you the head, they give you receipt. When you're going through the people ask for the receipt, you get receipt, you're sitting down on the ground. Serious trouble. Liberians were behaving towards Liberians as though we were nothing. Fast forward a little bit. They went, these people decided people were not going to pay, those who didn't pay their taxes were going to go through all of this. What's the benefit of the tax? Isn't it supposed to be for the government? In Monrovia, you have some of the best schools in Monrovia. Outside of Monrovia, not much. Outside of Monrovia, you have the Catholic school started helping. Not that the government could not afford it. I also grew up in Bapa. Not much. In Grassfield, children from Bapa used to go to Grassfield for school. I did that, walk from Bapa to Grassfield for school. Okay? Now, but that's besides the point. The taxes they were paying, money were not coming back to the county or to the towns to do anything. Nothing. But what people didn't care. Those days when they say President Toba time down there, I was somebody, Toba time. But when the president is traveling, people used to brush, for example, the way they used to do it. Okay, you get to Sesto River, the first town called Babli. So Babli, people take it from Babli and they take it up all the way to Biai. Then Biai people take it from Biai, take it to close to Bogota in the middle. Then the Bogota people take it from there, take it to the middle between there and Town. Town, you see where I'm going? But when they brush, no tree hanging over the road. Everything clear. Not a dime they would pay. In fact, it was just unknown stuff That certain time, certain community, you're responsible to clean the road. They used to clean the road. No pay. No pay. The army people that were serving in the army, when they retire, they come home. Most of them, maybe like $18 retirement fee. $18, $20. If they get $20, they lock it. Unless you're warrant officer or captain or something like that. But most of our people don't go that far. They retire, they come home. That's Liberia. Many of the people that participated in the coup witness the kinds of behavior towards their people. And so when the boys, the progressive, came to Monrovia and started preaching, it was easy for that to click in the back of these people's mind. To say these people collect taxes and they don't give you anything. It was easy for them to click. My little brother who Brickable just talked about here, Chancellor talked about him as well. He started school because care, you know, I don't know, many of you don't know what care is, but care used to give food, they used to distribute food product to schools all over Liberia. They make cornbread, they make buckwheat, but children used to come because that's the only way, because your mom and pa gone to the farm. You're not going to eat until after school, then you're hungry. But when they used to do care for my brother, I'll go to school. That's how many people started going to school. Careful. Liberian government never lifted their finger to protect those institutions. Go forward. And that's what the reason I'm saying this to you here tonight, the likes of me, and I'm not unique. There are many Liberians that know this story. But it'll be difficult if you're a true patriot of Liberia. If you love Liberia and you know this story, it'll be difficult to get a position and steal. Because you know what they did to you. Stealing, what stealing did to you. Because of stealing, many Liberians today are not educated because of those kinds of behavior. These things are not suitable for a country. Let me go further. So when you're lucky to come to Monrovia, after school, you want to go to college. Those days, they have, what's the name of the college? College of West Africa or West Africa College or something like that. But by that time, when I came to Monrovia, it was never the same West Africa College of West Africa they used to have long time ago. At that time, it was right by the Chinese restaurant on Broad Street. Okay? In fact, it was a nice school now. But I was too young to go to nice school anyway. So many of these people that my brother then that were taking care of me in Monrovia, somebody myself get in a fight in the street, I run away, I go home. My brother there. That's the kind of people I'm talking about. But where will show me if you were from the hinterland, if you have the countryside, and you are going to what's that school right by the university? It's not Kateria, man. What's that? I always forget his school name. They used to wear green and white too, just like junior high. Oh, some school well respected. Oh, the name just came and went again. It right there on opposite foreign ministry. In fact, the school they turned it to Santa Maria or Maria Central, whatever. Please, but anyway, they have that school over there. The school. Somebody was going to give me the name. St. Patrick. I say St. Patrick. If you are from the countryside and you enter St. Patrick, it was like you have gone to Harvard University. All the people in the countryside that led school business, they respect you. Please, who are you? Something told you enter St. Patrick? How? Where? St. Patrick. But for us, when I came to Monrovia, I started going to school. I started going to GW. So the idea, you come from GW, You don't go anywhere. You come to GW, go straight to maternal Nipples High. From there, Tottenham High. Tottenham High, if you're lucky to go to LU. Some of the complaint I have, Wilson Tava used to be my professor at GW Gissing, teaching accounting. Okay, those days. Another guy used to teach literature. They call him Samson. Samson. I think his name was Clarence Samson Carter. Samson Carter. Sorry. Samson Carter used to be my literature teacher. He was a lawyer. Big guy. Then we had the other guy here, Blambo. He later on became a medical doctor. Very smart biology teacher. GW Gissing. GW Gissing, blah, blah, blah. But with me now, GW Gissing and EJ Rowe are competing. GW Gissing that school, EJ Rowe that dancing. What one will go to? I went to EJ Rowe. I come and go to school for a big man. So, but anyhow, other people were suffering. And this is why I always give it to, because I grew up in the barracks. Hold on, I'm not sending no link out today to nobody. I grew up in the barracks. Let me tell my that. I grew up in the barracks. Okay? And in the barracks, we have most of we got pedal ball, lama ball. We got most of my friends are from that era. But one of the things, and I'm not going to call him because I know he's still alive. His older brother is also still alive. But one of the things that mom used to do, the mom used to sell in the baker, just what like my mom was. Sell in the baker for the children to go to LU. You and them will play football on the beach. But rest assured, the Loma boys were at LU. We're not playing around. Then we get up, we say, oh, the Loma people, they got book medicine. They ain't got no book medicine. They steady. And they were going to school. But other tribes don't have it within them to see it like that. Okay, my Esther, that's okay. Other tribes they don't have it with them to see it like that. But those tribes, the Loma, people from Lofa County and people from Cape Mount, school pass don't watch with. In fact, they will tell you, if you see Viman, you always get pencil on his chest here, right here. Viman. There's no Viman. Many of the Vi people, you see the way their Vi hat, they got a pencil right here. The book business you don't play with. But yet still, the suppression of our people was unbelievable. Many of the people, and at their family trial here, many of the people that were educated, when they gave you job in their community, they want you to be grateful. As Liberian, getting job in Liberia, they want you to be grateful. In fact, GAP asked what's his name? Yeah, Pere people are very smart too. Oh, you Pere man, that now because you're smart, then you Pere man, man, we don't got to please. Because Pere people smart, so you want to be Pere man. You're not Pere man, I beg you. You're not Pere man. You're from Upper River. So please don't let me go that way. But anyhow, in family trial, GAAPL, who was the lead lawyer at the time, lead prosecutor, asked family, who sold us as slaves? Then when we come back, we try to migrate you among us. Is it how you paid us, repaid us? Question was asked. So this whole issue about Liberia, it's very sad. It's very sad that many people have no clue what our country is in. Yeah, they went through the war, but that's the extent to their history. As Sese keeps saying here, there are many people in Liberia that call themselves educated people, but when you ask them about, Sese has some story about some war that was built in Lofa County, they have no clue. None whatsoever. All they know, they got the education. But here's the thing here. Let me learn on this one. Then I can move on to why I'm going through all of this thing tonight. Okay. So to go to school those days, for me, I didn't take school that much serious until my head hit the wall. I have no choice. First, I was lazy. I cannot make it on the farm. Second, coming to Monrovia was something that opened my eyes. One time, there's a guy in Roa. I'm sorry. I hope he's not watching me because he know the story. If he's watching me, you get fed with me. There's a guy in Roa. He called himself electrician in the barracks. So I used to follow him because the way he can connect the electrical wire, and that's all I wanted to be now. Before I wanted to be I wanted to be a district commissioner. I still want to be district commissioner. District commissioner. Then when we came to Monroe, I wanted to be because I watched the guy put wire together. So one time he went over the people's roof, tried to connect their wire, and he got shocked, and the wire knocked him out. And guess what he fell in? The drum of palm oil. When he got up, the whole body was red. But anyways, not laughing about it. But anyhow, so the point here is this. The point here is this. For them, Monrovia was Liberia, nothing else. The rest of the Liberia was like where to get the money to feed the people in Monrovia and make sure they get good thing in Monrovia. And this kind of mentality is still going on today. Now let's go back now. And the reason I'm telling you all of these things because I'm getting ready now to tell you some more story again tonight. How wicked we are towards each other. How wicked we are towards each other. The three branches of government, they are dishonest. The three branches, all of them, they are dishonest. They got few people who want the system to work, but they are in minority. They are in minority. Until we find people in majority that will want the system to work, forget it. We're going nowhere. So let me go back to here, wrap it up, and then come back. So my interest in this whole, because those days, I didn't care what happened to them. I'm out of there, whoever get, But then when I started working at the Ministry of Education, my mother, Madam, Dr. Bertha Baker's uncle, started showing me the country people with book people. First, she introduced me to Jackson F. Doe. A couple of times, Jackson F. Doe went to the ministry, went to her office, and she would call me and say, this is countryman with no plenty in here, need Jackson F. Doe. I say, I ain't here. I never believed it. She would bring other country people who educated and introduce me just to motivate me. I never believed that. E.J. Raw was what I want to do until she employed Dr. Bowling. I remember that morning when I went to work. I didn't sleep all night. I got to work that morning. She called that because Dr. Bowling was downstairs on the 4th floor. She called, sent for Dr. Bowling. Dr. Bowling came up. I was there, light-skinned guy with afro. He just went by with a white shirt with nectar. I said, who the other one here? Where the people coming? I've not seen him before. I've seen Oliver Gonga. I've seen Oliver Gonga. I've seen Oliver Duncan. I know those people. I've seen Madam Kristen Norman. I've seen all of those people. I know all of them. So, but this person is kind of new. I've seen Fire, Dr. Farah, who was then assisting Minister of Administration. I've seen those people. They're really right there that I can see. So Dr. Bullet went in the office and she called for me. I'm like, wow. So I went in. She said, Samson. I said, yeah. She said, you're my son, right? I said, yeah. She said, I've been telling you about school. You've been wasting your time on the way here. You know who this is? And I said, Dr. George Bullet. I said, oh. But when he said Bullet, because I grew up in Zwadru with some Bullet family, I said, no. No Bullet man will be PhD, I beg you, man. That was the first thing came to mind. So she said, and by the way, he's from Grand Gida. I said, man, where the only PhD I knew in Monroe those days were calling Trouble Bahai. I said, well, besides Dr. Trouble, who other crime man will be PhD? You know what it means to get PhD? So Dr. Bullet spoke crap. You know, for ma, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I said, this school business mean a lot. I went home that evening. I went to most of them, all of them, one person is still alive. I went to my friends who and I used to do the EA and all nightclub and things. I would say, from today, I'm not smoking cigarette anymore. From today, no more nightclub. I will take my school business serious. Everybody started laughing. Where? Everybody started laughing. From that point on. And if I left the night school that I used to use to go to club and things like that, I left that. I registered myself from Wilson High, which is on Center Street right there, Center and Benson Street. I registered because I was a kid there now. Started taking school serious. She started showing me lots of stuff, lots of eye openers. When these people having issue at the Supreme Court, she would send me there. Lots and lots of eyes opener until the coup happened in 1980. The rest is history. Let's go back to present. Sometimes when we come on this platform to talk, we have disagreement. That the baby just making me go tabataya to know my stuff. Yes, we have disagreement. We don't agree on a lot of stuff. But one thing we all agree on, that Liberia is a mess. Whether CDC, Unity Party, Liberia is a mess. Liberia is a mess. And it will take courageous person to move that country. Any radio station, any platform you turn to now, it's all about corruption. CDC and Unity Party arguing, accusing each other who stole the most. Why, my people? Many of these people are indigenous. They have nothing to do with Congo people business. They are from the countryside, but because they have no understanding of their own history, they have no clue. None whatsoever. So even if you're a Manigo man and you came to Liberia or born in Liberia, those days, Congo people are not going to take you to be part of them. You already they put you in the fuller people that are in Liberia now. You know how they come to Liberia? Many of them, they used to walk. I've lived in town. They used to walk with their cows with big stick, walk all the way from Mali to come to Liberia. We have history. We have history. And many of these people, they have no understanding of history. To serve in the government, I believe, and I could be wrong, to serve in the government, I believe, it is your duty to serve the people. And here's the thing that sometimes baffles me the most, and at the same time can be hurtful. Many of these young people, they are parents. Well, like my big brother, they knew the story. Were they not told what happened to Barry? Back in I believe it was 1977 or 77, 78, no, not 78, 76 or 77. There was a guy that was working, I think I told you the story before, there was a guy that was working in Center Street supermarket. They said the Lebanese boys then said that he stole candy and they used umbrella to take the candy from his throat and kill him. There was another basketball. I was coming from Waterside getting my lunch for my boss. I was working in the store. So I was bringing the food. Right there at Holiday Inn, the man had a bunch of money like this. The basketball went and grabbed the money and ran. The guy I was standing right there. The guy took his girlfriend away, put his knee down, pow, shot the guy in the feet, legs. The guy bent in the corner there. He went over there, ran there, took the money and shot the boy in the head. And nothing came out of it. They don't know the history. They don't know. Forget about, I'm not even going to go to the kinds of treatment we, the indigenous Liberian, during the Samuel Doe administration, during the charter is not quite that, but the indigenous people that are in government, the way they treat our own people, I'm not even going to touch that. And we have the opportunity, the greatest opportunity God can give anybody in a society. We fought war, and this was the opportunity. At the end of the war, Liberia and Liberians were willing to start all over. But God did not give us the person, the individual, courageous individual to move the country to the next level. Ma Erin King, people thought she was going because she said she'd been fighting so long. And I used to watch her on Nightline. I thought she was going to be serious. But she came and brought all these people to put us back into 1950. And the rest is history. After that, everybody that come into government, they are looking at government as the way to enrich themselves. And it's not just Liberia. They're going to lead kids and said that work together. That's what we talk about every day. There was a guy. This kid does taxes and does immigration papers and stuff like that. So he helped people. So there's another lady, Ice Skim. He brought some friend to this guy to do paperwork for them. And then he asking this guy to charge the people extra $600 so that when they give him the $600, he can share with her in America. This is what we do to each other. This is what we do to each other. Liberia, for many of these people have taken a train to say it's a place to make money for themselves. All these years, when it rained, everything stopped. Flood in Monrovia. But the interesting thing, many of these people, from Manaseli to President Weah to President Waka, many of them, when they get sick, the first thing they do, they fly out of there. But when some of our brothers and sisters get sick, our children get sick in Monrovia, they stay. If you go to and just quite recently, I'm not going to tell you this, the circumstances, but quite recently, a family member of mine went to the hospital. They couldn't treat them until I sent money. They said they don't have medicine. So when I sent the money for them to get the medicine, they sent my family member to one of the doctors who has a pharmacy. How is a pharmacy being stuck? And the pharmacy, they don't know medicine in the hospital, but his pharmacy got medicine. And our eyeball open, we see it. Liberians, the patient level we have in our country, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Up to this time, and people have now gone bunga on each other. But yet, our government that's supposed to be there for us is yet to make us to understand that, yes, indeed, we are ready. I thought President Baka would have, by now, opened this thing up, decentralized. I thought President Baka, but then again, I'm not going to sit here and blame him. Maybe because this is what I always say, the presidents, the business, when you sit up there, you can see everything. Oh my God, this is not what I thought would be. So maybe President Baka and his people said, or President Baka said, if I decentralize, I would destroy the country. And so no decentralization. Everything is about money. General Grand United Association. We have an association called Grand United Association. Everything they do is about Zwedru. Any little project they got, Zwedru. Anything, any project, food, Zwedru. Rice, Zwedru. Electricity, Zwedru. Nothing else. No other place they go. Same thing with Liberia. Why is it that the people cannot see Then something happens when I'm driving to work. These things comes to mind early in the morning. I can be wondering. I wonder if I join the government, would I be like this? Who knows? Because many of these people, I know some of them, they must say talk. And let's just look at Comrade Cassidy, Anthony Cassidy, the guy who used to come from LPRA for us. You call him right now, you don't even pick up your call. Why is it that we behave like that? People will take money that don't belong to them and take it for themselves. Why those who the money is supposed to help, to benefit, they are suffering. They are suffering. It's not abstract. I'm talking reality. They can see there the people are suffering, but they take the money for themselves. Who are we? Why do we behave towards each other like this? I bet you if I open a line right now, a lot of people will be coming. And most of the comment will be pointing finger at one person to another. They will never, each of us will never take full responsibility of our action. Why do we behave like that towards each other? President Baka has an opportunity. He still does. Bring John Molu in your government. Let John Molu find these things out and put these people on. Since you're not one of, you don't want to fire them, that's okay. You're the father. Bring the likes of John Molu into your government. People who will go after people for stealing. But look where we are. Look where we are. All of the stealing that we talk about, allegation, by the way, because right now, the way the court system, the way the court going with Samuel 12, I'm eating crow right now. I don't even know all that thing I've been saying. Samuel 12 stole this, the way the people going about it, who knows? Okay? All these things that we said, Joe, we are did nothing. Joe, we are dancing. Joe, we are dancing. And I tell you, Liberians, you mark my word. I said it the last time people were cussing me. The liberal. I told you, if the Unity Party continue to defend their stealing like the way they're doing, they continue to defend their bad behavior, their bad governing process, they continue to defend it and compare it to President We are coming back. What y'all say? He can, you know what? President We will dance his way back to the executive, to the White House. I mean, to the executive mansion, and nothing you can do. Nothing. Because President We is still popular. If President We leave from Montreal right now, go to Totown, people from all over the villages, all over the world, all over the area will go see him. If President We leave from here during election and say, I want people to, the only place you're going to have issue, Lofa County, Nima County. Most likely going to win Bon County as well. Because some of the Bon County people are pissed with Unity Party behavior, especially this speaker business. So these are not something you take lightly. The whole Ralphie Highway ain't finished yet. And I predicted that. I said, John, we have time will be over. Ralphie Highway will not be done. Ain't finished yet. Why are we behaving? There are people that dress in coat suit. Hey, Liberia. That dress in coat suit, but they are the most thiefly people you can say can steal the church rack. They dress in coat suit. They go for interview. They sit and speak all of the book. They are this minister and that minister, all kinds of things. But they steal the most. And here's the funny thing here about the whole thing. And I'll soon be opening up. Here's the thing here about this whole thing. They are now so sophisticated. You're going to get Harvard University graduate in forensic auditing to catch the people. They know how to hide the money. They know where to hide the money. And the other President Baka said, you know what? I tired with telling you all you want to steal your money. You say, yeah. They want to start hiding it from us. Then they can't bubble it. But I'm not even going to go there. This whole thing, who are we? You see, look at the trend of football business in Liberia. It has become stricter business. Those days, me and my own little brother, don't talk to me today. I'll stay on your side. He support IE. I'm a Barrow supporter. And Barrow get beat, but Mama Musa then I tell him, stay away from me. Stay away from me. I don't want to be Barrow. You don't come to my house. If you beating Barrow, then you come in my house to do what? There were people who love Barrow that after the game they would cry, put their hand on their head, cry. They would discuss the whole game. Who did what and who did what. Again, so when they finish playing, the players, they start walking on the field, out of the field. Oh man, yeah, I don't know what happened. They feel bad that they didn't win. The spectators, you can tell who Barrow and you can tell who IE. Because every Barrow spectator down, they got their hand in their pocket, bending their head, going home. That's how painful it was. And as you're going home, as a Barrow supporter like me, I be thinking, say, because Edward Byron is a IE supporter. What's his name? The other group, they were all IE supporter. So I have to find way how I'm going to sit myself before then this evening. That is the love of what you believe in. You can't find that kinds of thing anymore with Barrow and IE. It's all about money. And that kinds of stuff get transferred into our society. It get transferred into our society, largest extent, to where people don't care. And then the war really mess up. People don't care about each other feeling. Your own relative, your own blood brother. When you're here working day in, day out, you know those of you that are in the United States, you know what they say when they say the president working. But they send money home. The brothers and sisters, they're over there. They don't care. They just take the money. Your own son will take your money. Will take the money that is supposed to have for business and use it any way they want. They don't care. And so I'm going to open the line. I said, don't care attitude continue to manifest itself in our permeate. That's the word I want to use. In our society. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what it is. Okay? Don't worry about it. No, I don't drink anything else. Okay. So, let me open the line and let's hear what you have to say. It's very sad, very, very sad that our brothers and sisters in this day and age, we can't have people to say for me. And let me just say a little bit here, Brickable, since you're listening, let me say a little bit, just one little tweet of my little brother. When he got killed, he was big shot in the PRC government, big shot. In fact, he was like almost like the president pro tem in the PRC government. Very little young man. He was around 19, 20, not even 20-year old. But you will not see anybody that knows him to say he has corruption. He put me in jail. There's another friend of mine in Minnesota right now. Put two of us. I took the car, the PRC car, to go learn how to drive. He came after me at OU. He came after me. They have a OU gate. So when he came, he told the security, the army people, they say, the guy coming there with a car, you just got him my keys and you're throwing it in there. He put me in jail around 9:30 a.m. He didn't get me until 6 something afternoon. You know why he got me out? Because my mom said, but wait now, your big brother was here. He said, oh, man, one time. Okay, so he stayed until in the evening. My little brother now, who's in Ohio, told him, Ma, he threw something in there in jail. My mom started crying. That's how come he got me out. There's another guy who used to be his like an older brother. He went behind him and they deal with Lebanese people to bring goods in free. When he found that out, he threatened the Lebanese people he's going to sell their property. The people who believe what is not yours is not yours. Can we find all kinds of people today in a society? I know we still have them. I know we still have them. Let me go ahead and open the line and give me a call here. Samson to Labrador Public Radio. My topic tonight, which I'm enjoying myself very much, have to do with patriotism. Do we love our country? Do we love our country to so much that we will try to do what is good for our country? Samson to Labrador Public Radio. Good evening. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, Mr. Tour, I'm enjoying you. And I wanted to come on, but I kept asking you for the link, and you would not send me the link.
Oh.
I figure you wanted to have your time by yourself.
No, I got too much tabata on my chest. Sometimes, no, to be honest with you, Walter. Sometimes, when those of us that know a little bit about this country, and you see every day what people talk about corruption. This person stealing this. The person can't report the money. Why? And many of these people, they are not of the Congo descendant. They are the indigenous and they know what we went through, our people went through. They're from the Sastan War. How people used to make our folks to carry low on their head. And yet now we're in control of our own country and we can't develop it. It's just very sad. But go ahead, my brother.
It is sad. It is sad. And this is the reason why. You see, we can do all the joking on the show and stuff like that. When I come on the show, I tell you, let us put Liberia first. We enable these people to steal from us, and we get mad. And it's like you looking for a job, praying not to get the job. That's what we do to ourselves when it comes to politics. We put these vampires in office, knowing the fact that they will not deliver. At the end of the day, they will turn on us and will even say we're talking against their bad governance. You understand? Look at what happened in a few times. A Unity Partisan, I always say the Unity Partisan were trying to tell Mo Ali, you can't be doing this. We found a Joria government for some people in Joria government who were eating lobster and putting picture on Facebook where poor people suffer in the country. You instrument people putting it all on Facebook. And did Mo Ali respond to that man? Do I care about your suffering? And fast forward, recently, a couple of days ago, here, Yaka Koluba on Spoon. Yaka Koluba is expressing his frustration about this government, how the government proceeding. This same individual, Mo Ali, started to say all kinds of demeaning things about Yaka Koluba. The men who were in the trenches to make sure Tshisekedi secure the presidency. And for me, it baffles me when I see educated people like you like Sisse, like even the rest of all of us, making the case for these guys to come to office, and only to find out the guy will come and they will not do nothing for our country, for the people. That will frustrate me. Mr. Toll, it's about time that we start calling it for what it is. Ain't nobody paying your mortgage in America. Nobody sending you to school, giving you money for Liberia in America. You love your country. You want to see that country better. You're just a poor guy. You got no family relation. Even if you have family relation, you just say your own brother put you in jail because of what you did. You violated certain things, put you in jail. Today we got to hold people responsible. That country suffered too much. The people suffering too much. You're beat on President we are for flying private jet. Beat on him. Since the making of office, every day thing, private jet, and you will go on screen and justify why he flying private jet. But you're beat on President we are. And so that's the hypocrisy. We have to talk about it.
Hold on, Walter. Let me merge this other color, please. Cut. Go ahead, what the color?
Yeah. So Mr. Paul, it's about time that we call it for what it is. We cannot, and there's no way I will sit on this platform and say I don't want a president to succeed. Because when he succeeds, our country has succeeded 6 years and improved 6 years. But for this president to do the things that he's doing, and the reason why I say he's doing it is because he has the order of the day of the Liberian people. When he said today, final minister of fire for stealing, final minister gone. When he said today, information minister, he fired for deceiving foreign information, he's gone. But if you keep those people around, and those people are messing up the government, the blame falls on him. President, we didn't steal money from nobody, but people around you were doing things. The Liberian people got fed up with all the people coming out. They said, President, they didn't do nothing in the country. Get out. There's a shame what's going to happen to Sabraka. We have to hold him responsible because he has made so many errors, continue to make those errors, and at the end of the day, it's not even looking good for our country. But again, when people support people to come to office, they do not have the fortitude to tell those people what you're doing is wrong in the faces. And they were frown at us because we have to do it. We have to do it for Liberia if we want our country to change. I see the frustration. I see the hurt because you've been there. You know a story, the historicity of our democracy. You know it from day one. You even lost a close member in your family for this thing. Today, where we heading? Where are we heading? Those people are going to need to Ghana to attend or president inauguration. Can you imagine? First of this kind in the history of our society. You see? Pray and keep talking, maybe it will change. Or else, and I bet if you continue talking the way you're talking, they will start saying some mean thing about you that you have that nobody know about. That's what you need to back it up.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for affording me the time to come on.
Thank you. Terry will be coming to here. Let me just finish with the colors, please. Color next in line. Let me merge this guy and then I'll bring you in. Okay, color 214, number 214, last 5215. Go ahead. You're next.
This is Clarence Gray. I'm calling for Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, okay. You in Chicago again? I'll tell you. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
No, I live in Chicago, Mr. Todd, but it's a Texas home. I live in Texas before.
Okay. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you for the show tonight. With whatever situation are going on in the country, the bringing that sometimes what happens to be money? It will be better for you, it will be better for me, it will be better for our children tomorrow. Because many of these things are happening. I'm not seeing it happening. They are typical foreign nationals that come in the country and are looting the country. They are all Nigerians that don't listen to the country. It's hard. Nigeria been in war for 14 broken years. And today we are seeing our neighboring country improving. Then we are still people are still living in the swamp. People are still in the plastic they're jumping in the swamp. But still, there are few people because the reason why this thing happen, every Nigerian in our country get their own good and they support. If they are even doing wrong, they are doing a bad thing, they will still be there, be supporting them. How can their country improve? For example, if you remember, I think the project that they are before the capture building got burned. 7 lawmakers got suspended by their police. 4 people from the slum went to protest for these people. Just they said that when they take there, they share their salary with the poor people. I know it was not fair for them to be suspended because they were fighting for their right. But how can they poor people go on the street to go protest for these people who have been living in a zero life in the country? And they poor people are not going to school.
Oh, hold on, Davis. Hold on, Claire. Let me merge the other color, please. Hold on. All right, Davis, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's sometimes if we are coming and they start to talk about the country, they bring in we should stop it. The old CDC people say, the people say, we are happy for the government. They say, we are not, who did that? We are not see, we are not our money. How do you pay all the apartment? The leader is doing the wrong thing. Don't tell the leader that you're doing the wrong thing. The fact that the matter when they drop be better for all of us.
Thank
you.
you.
The issue of your dad that he was bringing up tonight. I was really ashamed of more Ali tonight. He getting it that tonight they got to know that Yaka Koluba is getting okay Malaysian will to the US embassy. When they were beyond Yaka Koluba getting to do all the better work. That's why I say on the show the other time that Nigerian politicians can use people and after when a mission accomplished, they don't be on the side. Don't do the right thing for everybody to benefit.
Thank you.
You are a popular person, Mr. To. You own the show here. You've been talking about how Nigeria can be improved. You're working in the Western world here. But many of our brothers that even some of them that thought some of them going out Nigeria will be worse than even those that there before. There's a young man who came from Philadelphia, who was the poor manager to begin what the man did. And the man said because they twice so you took another 200,000. So Nigeria, they got a good one, they got a bad one. But we pray that one of these days, the good one will be able to tell all the country that our country can be better. Thank you, Mr. To.
Thank you. All right, Julu, your next, Julu, please.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. To?
Thank you. What's on your mind?
I ain't gonna lie to you, neighbor. I can enjoy you when you take on the show, even though you're going to come out of but you're older than you. I can enjoy you. One night I was going to North Carolina and I was listening to y'all sleeping in the car. I thought 3 hours driving, but you woke me up that night. I said, yeah. They were really hitting the hammer on, especially when you give me history, because the history is very important. Very, very important. Like I said the other time, I broke in the way. We say, yeah, talk, I was here with hell. Look, the war started when I was 9 years old. I'm 43 years old. Where is Liberia? I'm close to my grave. Where is Liberia? They ain't going nowhere until we can have somebody who really love that country and will go after people who steal and will go after people who brought the war. Until we can have that president like we're going nowhere. But Labor, I wanted to tell you thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you for calling and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, 202. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, this is
Brigabo. Let's hear you.
Look, Mr. So, Mr. Toa, you know, I say when Mr. So is not on the show, you really can be your real self. Look, I say, okay, if I be free chest. I know how you feel it. I'm really understand your pain. I really understand your frustration. You really lost hope. If I saw the next time I be around you, it's really see how you very feel about the government. If you don't understand it. Look, this is not something that you to deal with. Those people that are believing in our president or believing in the government, they really look. When I listen to people that look how I vote, they criticize you, they come back. Look how I vote. Look, Mr. To, you not here tonight. I dare you, the days I'm talking against the government, in one week time, you see the enemy you get. The thing about the country is people can see the thing is wrong. But now on your side, in that case, where you looking, that's what happened. Look at people justifying fly private jet in nothing, man. Getting all the degree on it. The person doing only in professional way. To rather get professional way again. You do it here is wrong. The other person did it, they were wrong. Now you're doing it, they justifying it. It is so sorrowful. And what we see, look, we say the Congo people in power. See, 40 years now, they are in power. 40 years. 40 good years, all the now. They call you like that. We don't complain about native people and it's Congo people doing this, now we're doing it West. So it's so sorrowful. And I don't know what to do. You see?
Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, that would be it for the night. Let me take out the number. Terry, thank you for joining me. Always coming to rescue. You're the rescue chief of LPR. Thank you for joining me. What's on your mind? I know you heard my tabata, but I was drinking juice, so the juice took control.
Well, you went down. You did well. You spoke your mind, and that is a good thing, and that is what it is. Just that myself, I have some odds against that, but yeah, Liberia. Whether if we are patriotic, Liberia have their own form of patriotism that is culture mixed with the culture, and like every other nation in the world. We have a lot of challenges, but we are somehow patriotic. Liberians love their country. Were you on the phone? Somebody calling?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, so we got a different form of patriotism, and our culture, have permitted people to permeate with a high mindset of corruption, and that did not start today. It started a long time ago. But Keto talking about President Weah did not do this, that. Well, I don't know about that one, but obviously, President Weah government was one of the most corrupt government I ever known in the history of Liberia. Within 6 months, somebody building condominiums without any accountability and all of that. I don't know what kind of corruption that will be equated to that. I don't understand. President Doe, the late President Doe, problem was after the coup, which you explained about the Congo or the quote unquote African American, that came from America here. The corruption, the marginalization, all of that led to the coup, and the coup brought a junta leadership that should have gone for elections, turn the country over to a civilian rule. That should have been Doe's position, but he did not do that. Instead, he wanted to be president as well, which like what happened in Guinea. You see what happened in Guinea? Guinea is going to have similar crisis as what happened to Liberia. That was Liberia led the war, and the war also came as a result of the international pressure. The international community supported the war. If Liberia will go to war today, it will be on grounds of what? What will we be fighting for? That will be the main thing. Because when it comes to corruption, Liberia have been corrupt from day one. Corruption have been our thing. The former President Ellen said it. Though President Doe came, there was 13 men lay on the pole. They eliminated them. It didn't stop corruption. Or Charles Taylor King, it got worse. Charles Taylor was even killing people. They had a death squad that used to go at midnight to command people and slaughter you once you speak against the government. Journalists then were getting missing for common in Charles Taylor government. Charles Taylor was I don't know what kind of description to give him, but he was like a terrorist. And the international community our aid to pressurize him to leave the country, to force him into resignation. So, our patriotism have been a culture, our patriotism have been drawn to this self-importance, academia. Everything is about you, about what you want to achieve. In our country, look at the media, the way they report the information, know exactly. These two letters came out. Two letters yesterday came out saying that the speaker was called to Ghana, the former speaker and the now speaker.
Yeah.
For journalists then to do their homework, to just place a simple call, just a simple call to the press, the spokesman or the press secretary, whatever, of the House of Parliament for Ghana to do that, just to do that, they couldn't do it. They just running around all on social media with information. If the fanatic camp, the minority black, give you information and the majority black give you information, you can't verify it as a journalist. You can't make call. You ain't able to call. That is what journalists do. They follow the news, But you will just get on, you just post anything they give you. Okay, even Richard Kun gave you letter say the people sent for him. You get ready, you just take it, you post it.
So how many speakers are going to Ghana now?
That one we don't know because Honorable
Kofa going? Kofa gone?
Yeah, Honorable Kofa went to Ghana. He went yesterday. Then Richard Kun today say that that is the country where Richard Kun today saying that Richard Kun today say that he with the president, he going with the president to Ghana. And I thought that was a mistake on the government part. To knowing very well that there is a crisis in the house. And then you allow Richard Kun to join you. Why didn't Richard Kun take his own delegate and jump on one plane and go? Why Richard Kun had to ride with you? As the president, knowing very well that the crisis in the house. So again, it makes it look like you are involved. And you don't want to be involved as a government. You don't want to show yourself. You see? So I thought that
it's too late.
Yeah, it's late. I thought that the president did not do well in that regards because there is a crisis in the house. You're trying to mend the bad things. You're trying to fix it. So you can't be seen too early with Richard Kun calling him to join your flight on your way to Ghana.
Terry, I don't mean to interrupt, but what I suspect about this president is that at this time, and I wish he would do the same thing in dealing with corruption. At this time, he doesn't care because I don't believe he's going to seek re-election. And so it doesn't matter to him. And so I think if he can do with that same attitude, if he can apply that with corruption, I think he would do well with his legacy. Because with you having Richard Kun to ride with you, knowing full well that the crisis in Liberia is still there. It's not over. Frantikova has not legally been removed. And Frantikova is not giving up anything. He's not giving. You can take the security and everything. Frantikova, which I'm getting a little bit not discouraged, but I'm getting a little bit frustrated, to be honest with you. Frantikova should leave by now and be a House of Representatives. You got money. You don't need money. It's not to say that the House of Representatives being a speaker will get you the money. You got money. Your prestige all over the world. People know you. People know your capability. So leave the people position, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Richard Kun is not going to stay there. But the more you hang on to this thing, you give your people who have been supporting you reason to move on. Whereas if you resign, the anger in them will make them to be part of the representative bloc, but they can come back and do the same thing what Richard Kun is doing. But if you hang on for that long, you take the steam out of their anger. And this is what Frantikova seems not to, but I really don't like to discuss that. But anyway, I think the President Waka riding with Richard Kun or flying with Richard Kun to go to Ghana, that's his prerogative if he wants that. But I think that kind of scene zeal, if he wants to demonstrate that to the Liberian people to say, look, this is what I really don't care what happened because I'm not going to seek re-election, then do the same thing with corruption. Anybody, whether Samson to or not, steal anything, put him in jail. prosecute him and put him in jail.
I think the president is addressing corruption in a very simultaneous way. The president is not the one that's supposed to really say, put the people in jail. No, the president.
No, prosecute them, audit them, prosecute
But
them.
that is what is happening. You see, it is the responsibility of the court to make sure that they do their job. You saw what happened with Samuel 12. The Supreme Court had to put a stay some sanctuary.
But they're not serious. Terry, these are
because
lawyers.
The court is being tampered with. That is Liberia for you.
They are ceasing lawyers. You know, one of the things we got to give to Flandy Kufa, when he was representing the government of Madam Sally, when he went after Big Boy 2, Big Boy 1, and stuff like that, people actually well, of course, the case didn't end correctly, but people were exposed. Okay, people were exposed. Now, this government, you have ceasing lawyers, people who claim to be lawyers. They could, but the way they did the case with Samuel 12, it was like revenge. It was like vengeance. They didn't come with clear mind. They came in with Samuel 12 as though they want to embarrass you or trying to disgrace you or something like that. And you don't do that in law.
No,
I'm not a lawyer, but you don't do that.
I would not agree with you on that, Labor, because the people forward the case on the basis of audit. They didn't just say, "Oh, let's go take Samuel 12."
So why the Supreme Court stepping in now? What happened?
Because I think it was some kind of issue, some kind of thing that the court is trying to allow Samuel 12, I think, to step to give a bond for something, and the Supreme Court said no. Because the government lawyer is saying
the government said that Samuel 12 bond, according to the story, this government said that Samuel 12 bond was not legitimate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's the government. Why, if the bond was not legitimate, why did you accept it in the first place?
But who responsible are the court? They're not the government responsible for. They're not the executive responsible to. You see, that one when you were talking about patriotism. This patriotism we're talking about involves everybody who working in government. It's not only the president, it's not only and everybody who works in government have a role to play. And everybody have been given the responsibility to play that role. No auditors are dying now, so the auditors can carry on their work effectively. They are responsible to carry on the audit.
No auditors are dying. I agree. I accept it, and that's good. But if the auditors are putting their effort,
but that's what I'm saying.
If they are putting in their effort and going to investigate, nothing coming out of it, sooner or later they'll say forget it.
But how they will say forget it? It is not the auditor's responsibility to carry on investigation.
I understand that, but sooner they're human beings. You go to work every day. You get paid. Not only that, but you also do it because you have satisfaction out of it. And these people, the kinds of work they do, it's dangerous. Let's give it. It's very dangerous.
Labor audit do not mean that the person is guilty.
I understand all of that, but you're not getting my point.
I get your point.
My point is, these people made effort to say these are the finding we got out of the audit, and pass that information on to the next authority in line. They sit on it. Now, what other reason they have, I don't know. But most of the audit, in fact, Samuel 12 auditing base that come from way back from George we had time. So that means most of the auditing that is carrying on under President Baka are yet to be investigated truly.
But
so
because
what is that?
But take for example, you got the asset recovery team that the court have put a stay order on.
Why?
Why?
Why they put a stay on it? Yeah,
because it is politically motivated. You
exactly.
know that it is political
influence. Okay, now I agree. Go ahead and finish it.
But it's not the Burka government that influencing it.
No, but my suggestion is those who are charged with the responsibility to carry certain thing out, they're coming in with their own personal involvement, personal reason, vengeance. I will put it that way.
I do agree with you, and I agree with you partly. What I don't want you to, what I'm disagreeing with is the idea that President Boca do not want to fight corruption.
No, that's not what I'm suggesting. That's not
You
what
know?
I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is that the same thing I've been saying. He taxed people with responsibility.
Yeah, but I
So,
will not even also want to blame the people, Libra.
so
You
where's
see,
the holdup? What is
not
the holdup
because
then? What is the holdup?
the hold up is the court, the judicial system.
Okay.
They
Is
are
the
also
code not
should
part
be
of the
held
government?
responsible.
Is the code not part of the government?
Agree, they're part of the
Okay.
government, but
Okay.
we
So
make
why
it
can't
look
we
like,
put it squarely with the government?
but that's
You
the
can't.
government. I agree,
Okay.
but the government is in three compartments,
Okay.
and
I agree.
everybody blame the president.
So you
Even
want us to say the government, but you can't do that. A government is a
no,
government.
the government is the government, right? But there are three compartments that are responsible to carry out the functions of the government. But we
Right.
always put the blame only squarely on
So
the executive.
Terry, let me go farther than that, and I'll be ridiculous on this one. So, because that's my nickname. So, as you correctly suggesting, the court is partly to be blamed. Fine. In this situation, if that is the case, you representing the interest of the Liberians, and you representing the interest of the Liberian with information from Liberia Auditing General, and that information most likely have leaked out, that Susan auditing had been done. If you, Terry, you represented the interest of the Liberian people, when will you come back to the Liberian people to say, yes, we are doing this, but because of X, Y, and Z, we're not there yet? Why would they not provide those type of information to ease the speculation and the ridiculousness from people like Samson Toe and the likes? You see where I'm
Because
going with this?
sometimes you can jeopardize the case if you just come out and
No,
just give information.
Terry, these are seasoned
Yeah,
lawyers. They know
yeah,
what to say that will not jeopardize the case. By
I
me coming to
understand,
you,
but
let
they
me give
have
you an
been
example. Let me give you an example. The case is already in my hand. I come back to you, I say, Terry, we have a case we're carrying out, but because of certain reason, we are yet to get to that point. But we're getting there. Is there anything there to jeopardize? My point is being silent does not help the Liberian people. It doesn't bode well for the government, because now people are feeling that this government is doing nothing.
but then
Whereas if you were to come out and inform the people, you don't have to tell them the entire story, but give them some insight of what is happening.
people do not just discuss cases. Let P. Diddy case here. When last you ever heard security come up to just give you information?
We know that one.
But do not follow the politics and be hyper. You know that, oh yeah, because what politicians do and what seditious they will do. They will put you in the
Terry, it's not being hype. When we sat here on the same platform and said,
that was
President,
after 6 years.
Okay, we said,
That was
President,
after 5 years.
I agree, but this is what we were saying, that President Weah and his people were not giving Liberian people information, correct?
Yes, because that was after 5 years. The conclusion of the matter, because President Weah has 6 years to prove himself, and we allow him to. And he
but they were not providing information to the Liberian people.
Agree, but
okay,
this
so
government,
what information are you people providing to us now?
This government have press briefing every Tuesday and Thursdays, and they provide you information.
When was the last time you heard? When was the last time you heard about the from the government? When was the last time they gave you update about the asset recovery team?
But how they will get you update when everybody know that the asset recovery team is on a stay order from the Supreme Court?
Okay. No.
So
what
how
I'm
does
saying,
it function?
Okay. What I'm saying is that, Terry, you can still give an update. As you have a let me finish now.
Yeah,
you have a list. You have a press briefing. You have a list of items you want to talk about. Okay, today I'll just let you know, as you all know, you can't assume that everybody know these things. As you all know, the assets recovery team put together by this government is on stay order by the Supreme Court. Let me move on. You see what I just did? That's a
But
fresh information.
Liver, you got to follow Mika. The people have done all these things.
They
They
have?
have done it.
When was the last time they?
In fact, all the news media in the country have carried these things. They have been on the headline for a couple of times. The people have talked about all these things. People, government officials have gone to the media. They have gone on OKFM. They have gone to the media to discuss these things lengthily. People who are in charge of these things. But the problem with Liberia is that we make politics out of everything. And that is what is destroying the country. We politicize everything. That, oh yeah, now horses are burning. They say that Boca the one burning the people horses. Liberia is cursed. Somebody jump off on somewhere, they say,
those
oh yeah.
type of conversation, Terry.
So,
Terry, those type of conversation that they don't belong here. Those has
but that is what people are saying.
Yep, I know that. But you as an educated person who has the extensive experience in talking about Liberian issue, for you to say what people are saying.
Bulk of our people do not analyze things that the way we do on the show. They take first-hand information and run with it. When you tell them, say, oh yeah, this thing have happened, that the person do it, they're not going to analyze, they're not going to say, oh, you know. I was just reading someone comment here from Breakable. He said, oh, Terry, all the things that you've been saying on the show, have you verified it? So that means he's a person who just take first-hand information and run with it. That's why you can see on the show that or the thing what he mean. Moyi was saying that true, that it's true that Moyi went and killed the people to the play. So we're in a polarized society where even the media themselves present information without properly verifying. Some information that they can easily verify by
let me take Terry. Now, Terry, let me take Lion, please. Let me take in just Lion, please. We're closing. So please, 1 minute. Go ahead, Lion.
Thanks for taking a call.
Yeah, I can't meet you with my call. Go ahead, Lion.
I know that's why you are the laborer. That's why we on different side, but the laborer can give the opportunity for others to express themselves. Because so I don't know which side you're on, but you do prevent sedition sometimes from coming. When you go out there, you allow me. So I help us. Oh yeah, you know, but the reason why I call, you know, your co-host, Terry, Mr. Collins, you know, sometimes he just come on with, you know, the allegation on President Weah or CDC. That's not cool. You want to be a propagandist for the United Party and accuse you of being a propagandist. Oh, I just seen the truth. You can't say things like that. You claiming you accusing President Weah of, you know, building all these houses, mansions that he also stole money from the government. But why your government cannot prosecute him or even send it to where they accuse? You guys keep emphasizing on auditors that die. But who interest into that? If you want to talk about the auditor, it goes all the way back to when Joseph Bada found all these book of concessions. Now we're seeing the Capitol building has got burned. Funati, they came out about auditing the house. And now the house is burned. Who you think you can point here at? Those who don't want to be audited, they are the ones that are suspicious behind the whole thing. Okay?
All right.
So you can't yet accuse President Weah or the past government of certain things that they were not found guilty of, or your government are in power now. They're having the mantle to bring them to prosecution.
Okay.
While holding them.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Collins, you know, who you and I, but common sense. God has created us. I want to believe that personally there.
Thank you.
Worst thing you don't let back in false witness. Because if you allow somebody on false witness, they can burn whole time and create war.
Okay. Thank you.
Like God, man, you can't be on kind of propaganda.
Thank you.
So daring that you so much propaganda for this.
Thank you.
Still government.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you. Terry, At this time, I want to take the opportunity to thank you very much for expressing yourself freely, and you are on LPR. You express yourself the way you see fit. I would disagree with you. I'll push back on it, but you're entitled to your view. And so I want to say this here. Thank you very much. But let's go ahead and wrap it up. Give us your closing on this here, Terry.
Yeah, Libra. I think the fight to emancipate our country from corruption have to do with a collective effort. It have to do with every Liberian. It's not just something that have to do with the president alone. It have to do with the judicial system. It have to do with the legislature. It have to do with all these things. And to the brother there, I never said that, President, we are or stole the country money days. I said he was building condominiums within 6 months. So based upon that, it brought speculation of people. People started to think that he used the country money to do all of that. So, and those are facts because we saw it clearly. It's there, it's glaring. And the aspect of Liberians thinking that, President, we can come back. Anybody can become president in Liberia because it is your right once you choose. But Unity Party came back to power because the Liberian people read the history. If President Weah government have a good history, if his history was good enough, and Unity Party government do not deliver according to the expectation of the people, and they feel that during President Weah time, they were benefiting and enjoying better than during Joseph Boga time, they would definitely go back for him the same way they went back for Joseph Yema Boga. But in my view, I doubt that will happen because that leadership was one of the worst leadership Liberia had ever had in her history when it comes to controlling the country resources. There was so many carelessness that were done with the country resources that we couldn't even fathom. So it's just saddening that many Liberians will come and they don't understand and say, they try to play the devil advocate, and that is a hypocrisy. Then they say, Terry, Terry did Terry that. But you play the devil advocate to water down the bad leadership that we just have for 6 years, that you expect that the Liberian people will just forget about it in 6 years. I doubt that will ever happen. Thank you, Libra, for allowing us.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope you join me tomorrow early so we can
by the grace of God.
Thank you.
I had to go for my daughter. That's why she was
practicing. All right. Thank you. Well, anytime you come in, you're rescue anyway. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Bye. Have a good night.
Yeah. Again, folks, Samson to Labra Pabrito. I want to thank all of you again tonight that joined us and have this wonderful, wonderful conversation. It's a good thing to talk about our country. It's a good thing to spread ourselves. It's a good thing to have this conversation. And so I want to thank all of you again tonight that indeed we are here to talk about Liberia. And please join us again tomorrow where we will be here to talk about Liberia as well. With that, I'll say good night. And please stay tuned. We'll be here on Wednesday as well to join Mr. So, where we will continue to talk about the country. With that, I'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.